y'all, I'm Leah Craft and welcome to the Craftpocalypse. Being a channel intro video, I should probably tell you a little bit about myself, but to curtail the narcissistic monologue, I'm gonna have Editing Leah just drop in the basics here. And that takes care of that, but that's not actually what we're here for today. Today, I am here to confess. I, Leah Craft, am a serial crafter. I have amassed tools and supplies from dozens of hobbies over the years, and I rarely use any of them. I craft hit it and craft quit it so often that my art portfolio looks like it was put together by 15 different people. Editing Leah, show them the reel of shame. But all of that ends today. In this, the year of our Lord 2020, I've spent a dangerous amount of time in quarantine self-reflecting. I've come to a few conclusions, one being that my therapist is an absolute saint. Hi, Kelly. But more to the matter at hand. I have a problem with committing to something that I'm not naturally excellent at, and I struggle with allowing myself the time necessary to excel at any given project. See, I'm a pretty skilled crafter in a lot of random areas, so I pick up the basics of a hobby really fast. I get the instant gratification of that first project being above average, and that second project being far better than the first. I get hyped up on the feedback I receive from friends and family and the internet, but then I hit a wall of diminishing returns. My skills are no longer developing at an exponential rate. The differences between projects become slight, and there are still dozens of crafters on Instagram that are doing it way better than I could ever dream of doing it. So I quit. I cut off the chance of failure and move along to the next thing, never allowing myself time to truly master a skill. It's a fear-based reaction, and I'm done with being scared of other people's opinions. Or in all actuality, my anxiety's random ideas of what other opinions might be of me. To remedy my personal artistic failings, I'm starting this very YouTube channel. For the next 52 weeks, I'm going to commit myself to learning a new art form, and I'm going to share my journey with you from complete novice to, fingers crossed, a competent craftswoman. So, what have I chosen for this challenge? Editing Leah, drumroll please. Miniature dioramas! Okay, so maybe it is a touch anticlimactic, but there's a backstory here. I was very sick in April, and I had to be off work for 2 weeks. I started watching model railroad scenery channels because, soothing. And that led down a rabbit hole of tabletop gaming channels and diorama artists, and I got hooked on the idea of miniatures. Tiny pieces of art that use a ton of different skills and a ton of different materials, most of which I probably already have in storage. Yeah, sign me up. So I'm going to do 52 weeks of miniature dioramas, and because I'm extra, also because I'm still drowning in student loan debt and my theater degree really needs to start pulling its weight around here, I'm going to theme them around something else that I am truly passionate about, which is stories. I'm a pretty quiet person by nature, but if you get me telling a good story, I'm not going to stop until it's finished. So I'll be picking a different fairy tale or folk tale each week, taken from its first published source, and retelling it over the footage of my crafting. And of course, the diorama will also be a scene from that story. Just a fair warning though, the old traditional versions of these stories can get a little hardcore, with decapitations, loss of life, loss of limbs and eyeballs, mild cannibalism, ghosts, demons, etc. So it won't be all twee glittery goodness, which, don't get me wrong, I love twee glittery goodness, but I'm more interested in sharing versions of stories that are a little less well known today. So yeah, if you're interested in bizarre tales, tiny art, and personal growth, subscribe to my channel today and follow my journey. I will be releasing a brand new video every Wednesday. Bye, y'all!